couldn't agree more.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, friends, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
My father's here, Karlak. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
He's not slipping through my fingers this time. Gortash!
Do my eyes deceive me? Karlak, as I live and breathe. Come, my dear girl, and be welcome.
I'm not your dear anything.
And with her, my, it's my favorite Baal spawn. I never thought I would see you again either.
Hang on, what? You know each other?
Oh, I'd forgotten. Your memories are quite lost, aren't they? Orin told me she'd made a fool of you. To think you and Karlak traveled together all this time and she hadn't the faintest you were one of my nearest and dearest. Let me clear up some mysteries then. It's about time, I think. You and I initiated this plot. We discussed in depth the failures of our predecessors and how to avoid them. We understood that if we were to unite, no one could stand in the way of the Dead Three. So, unite we did. First, we obtained the crown. Then we enslaved the brain. From there, it was but a small step to the most successful religious hoax ever perpetrated.
It seems so.
In Baal's name, you set your bloody daggers to cause panic in the streets, killing in the Absolute's name. You would have carried out that part of the plan had Orin not ruined your hard work. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorn. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. The faithful will do anything in the name of their god.
It was all going so well, until you vanished. Orin informed us that henceforth she would speak for the Temple of Baal and act on their behalf.
But she made a mess of things. Unlike you, she cannot control herself. Have you gone soft? I find that hard to believe. One's true nature always rises to the top. When Ketheric fell, I feared the worst. That our plans would fail like so many before because of discord among ourselves. Now you've returned. We can achieve all of our dreams still. You brought Thorm's Netherstone. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. A bleak... Together, we can still restore authority over the brain. Baal isn't done with you, you must know that. You have effortless talents. Killing instinctually, like you breathe blood. Stand with Baal, or it will spell your doom.
You should hear him out.
With Ketheric gone, she only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. She might be anywhere. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. So I turn to you, the former ruler of the cult of Baal. Let's make our pact. Furthermore, Thorms, together we rule Faerun
And
The urge, the deplorably brutal urge sickens, but first you will...
What do you say?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
What a shame to refuse the power of a god. Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A doppelganger, hidden among us. Skvar!
Let this be a warning. Orin will be your downfall. I will give you...
Tread carefully. Remember, you must do what it takes to survive, even if it means striking a deal with the enemy.
don't. Would face very poor odds if you start a fight now.
Sage advice. My steel watchers take unkindly to threats, no matter how hollow.
You're of little use to me, dead. But dead is exactly what you will be if you arouse the ire of my steel watch.
Tut tut. So much potential gone to waste.
Steel watch! Your time has come!
Bull. Yours away.
Something you hate for no good reason.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Their hypermobile neck quite disconcerting.
Another step forward.
You know what, Lay? I couldn't agree more.
Kid?
This is...
The tiefling is letting her passions get the better of her. The situation is delicate. Do not be swept up in her emotions.
He's not... I'm not your...
And with her, mine.
Hang on. What? You know...
Oh, I've to think. Let me clear. So, unite we did. First, we in Baal's name. Next, inside the faithful. It was all, but shh.
Hang on. What the fuck is going on here?
Have you gone soft? When Ketheric fell, I feel, a quake. Next, together, we can still restore authority over the brain. It's not, but it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for every. The Crown's once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again. Baal isn't done with you. Stand.
You should.
With Ket. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You, Orin. If Orin, I can't. So I turn to you, the former ruler of the cult of Baal. Furthermore, Thorns, together.
The urge, but first.
What do you say?
I can.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
I am not Orin. You and I always knew we could only Orins. They floundered, even as they tried to rise above us. We will not, cannot, make that mistake if we come together in trust.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently.
What a shame to... who?
Is she? I mean, it's not me.
Let this be a...
Tread carefully. Remember, you must do what it takes to survive.
Oh, but I most certainly am not. Now, come. Be witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. This is the first step towards our glory. Distinguished dukes.
Enver Gortash,
I
swearest gathered guests. Grant ye consent? Enver.
My friend. And you.
So there you have it. What did you make of him? Not if I get to him first. How could all these people cheer for him like that? Can't they see what a chancer he is? And they expect these big metal monsters to tuck them in at night while the Absolute knocks on the gates. If only they knew the truth. The Dead Three orchestrated all of this. And it's working. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
Unthinkable. To see my own father. Please, we need to speak with him. Maybe he can see reason.
Truest of souls.
There is a fleeting connection.
Have you come to behold the new dawn? Help me. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of... She's been punished.
When he says punished, do you think he means locked up or brutally murdered?
Within Ravengard's memories, you find Council of
The sun rises, true soul. Are you ready? What is a hero? If not an actor, Faerun, but Baldur's Gate will... Gortash and I will ignite the final spark.
Your parasite binds your mind to...
You spoke with... Incredible. To hear his voice speak those words, like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge.
Claim this all, eventually.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated to the slaughter, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Certainly not. But she's as inevitable as Toril's path. We'll have answers soon enough. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been
The place was empty.
Danuvia! Get these...
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be... If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure.
This is my home. I may pride myself on...
This man's indignant demeanor barely masks a seething anxiety.
Zenobia and I are just navigating a slight contractual disagreement. Not that it's any of your concern. Agreement? I've got nothing to say to them. You want the flaming? Fine, fine. They can stay.
I respect your hustles. You've stepped on the guild.
Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
Just a little something. Consider it a gesture of goodwill. Oh, you know, it's shocking how many people opt for the hard way when the easy way's right there. Any last words? You're serious. Let's forget this unpleasantness ever happened. Come on, boys. We've got places.
stop these intruders!
I'm paid to take down troublemakers, so don't make trouble.
Young lady, Shadowheart.
What are we going to do in a crowd of normal people for once?
To shore up the walls for you.
Really?
Take the wood from the cartoons. That'll be good for fire.
Don't thank me. Thank Gortash.
Excuse you.
Oh, you're right, of course. Forgive me.
All good, Fangs.
Footprints. Tiny footprints leading.
Hey Mel. Yeah. I've been running been playing a co-op game with a friend and they run mods. So I've kind of kept them on for this run through.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
I had been planning to do this run to be like a more proper Darker Age run, but turns out I'm, you know.
You used the sun flash grenade?
Worked a treat. Watcher lost track of us right away. We'd have
I
been
will stick
stopped
with the
paced
tadpole
without the grenade.
powers.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you, I hope. Good. We don't have a chance unless we stick together. Not while the Gondians' metal monsters are patrolling the streets.
Yeah, maybe next time I'll stick to the plan and go
and every man, woman,
full
and child
Dark
in the city.
Urge. But this time I was like, nah.
Civilized servants of the people.
I think
But
I
they only
abandoned
serve
it like the
one
minute
man.
I got to the Goblin
When he
camp.
becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring.
I was about to say, I was like, wait a minute.
Screams.
I had a plan.
Woman is not the type of person I would put cozy
But the way
next
things
to.
are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on
Brackus.
us like flies
Yes.
on shit. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A room powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved.
Wulbring, please. This is too far. Everyone in the foundry would be killed.
Quiet, Barkus. The adults are talking.
Rude.
It's liberation. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are.
That's what I've been saying. There may yet be a peaceful solution.
Fine. You want to try flapping your gums in the belly of the beast? Be my guest. But their idea of diplomacy is a steel fist shoved where the sun don't shine. So take the bomb. Just in case I'm right and you're wrong. As long as you see sense, I don't care when you see it.
The foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky.
No, this one I'm
day
on
and night.
tactician.
Getting the streets will be clear of watchers in.
Locked, but there's no keyhole. Must be a switch or something nearby.
Oh yes, the lever that was sitting right next to me. Of course.
Not a chance.
Yeah, each playthrough I'm going up a level of difficulty. So after this one, it is yeah, it's onto that honor, that beautiful honor mode, where I will likely cry. I'm interested to see how the Cazador fight will go this time around. Running a fighter this time has been very, very,
Almost painfully so.
What's plain to you wasn't so plain to many.
Did you see how far that watcher threw me?
yeah, running a fighter this time around has definitely made things a bit easier. Because respecking my dear Shadowheart into a life domain cleric pretty much did the trick. Okay. Before I move straight into the lower city, I'm going to save and go do the camp events. I have to choose very carefully.
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in Beator.
Notum sit in Beator.
Holy hells.
I come to bargain. The hells demand witness.
Enough, Mizora. Where is my father? How do I save him?
How else? We bargain. Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamus.
That seems
Contractos te vocamus.
dangerous.
Infernos contractos te vocamus.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. A life for a life. No contract is ended without sacrifice. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
You damned wretch. Do it then. Claim my soul for Zariel. Keep my father safe.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Seems you've got a new mission, pup. Go save your father. He's locked in a very nasty place. Gortash's secret command center and prison. Lucky for you, I know the way in. I'll mark your map. After all, a deal's a deal. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. Bit sweaty, but up for whatever's next. Ugh. Thanks, soldier. Can't wait to be home. Anything that comes after that is extra.
Twice Mazoras held my feet to the fire, and twice was I burned. But my father will live. We will return the Grand Duke to his people. And forever a devil's leash will choke me. Sometimes, fate closes a door for good. The bolt is fastened, the key is destroyed, and the wish is forever locked away. The Hells will take my soul. I'll make my peace with it. I have once already, after all. Besides, there's no time to wallow in self-pity. More than anything, I'm elated that there's hope yet for my father. We should hurry to this mystery prison and retrieve my father before Mazora tries pulling more tricks. This prison's in the lower city. Let's move.
Tomorrow I will finally dip my toe into the open. There's another one already. Alright, okay.
Queen Vlaakith. Skra!
You are a Sherlock, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayal. I have only a moment, and we are Githyanki. The traitor Voss has lied to you.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his...
Return to the astral prism. Serve me, commander of fine...
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her...
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
Shame we can't knock her down a peg or two.
It is done. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astrals. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their
the crush
bodies.
is...
So why do I feel
The crush is a fun section.
so bitter?
Vlaakith has upended Lae'zel's whole existence. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She is mourning the loss of the person
Yeah,
she
I didn't know
once
much
was.
about the Githyanki before jumping into
Can
this game.
never be
Because they
again.
didn't have like a ton of
how well you've come to know me.
In 3 and 3.5, like, they were kind of
everything. I have what I have gathered
very
for myself.
off to the side.
I'm more to a new regent, a new land, and new allies. Vlaakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilnar Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. We take the Orphic hammer from Raphael's lair. Orpheus Tavki Nazin. Voss has done his duty. Now, we will do ours. We must find our way to the House of Hope and take the Orphic hammer. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will use the hammer to break Orpheus free.
Okay, I'll do a partial rest and call it a day there. So that's the only downside of the mods, that sometimes the sleeping animation, or like it delays a little bit longer because it's not it's not used to having so many people go into long. Oh my goodness, another one. We'll just do that one next time. For now, I want to call it a night. Mostly because I am tired. And unfortunately, for the holidays, work does tend to be a bit more demanding. So thanks everybody for stopping by. We will be around next time. I'll probably continue this tomorrow. Kind of the only thing I've been working on lately, so. Is anybody I know even on right now? No, Jason and Anthony are not on right now, so I will just leave it for now. Mel, have a good night. Thanks for watching, Mel.